I'm heavily pregnant. I'm heavily pregnant.
Right, watch what you're doing, mind.
Yes.
Don't touch me, don't touch me. It's not him, it's not him. Put the cash round the front, they're more comfortable.
Uncuff him.
Uncuff him and let us take him, let us take him. He didn't do anything wrong. He hasn't done anything wrong. Let us take him.
Alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu jami'an. I'd like to talk about this incident in the UK with a young black male, 13 years old, named Benjamin, who is from the African diaspora, who is being assaulted by a group of white police officers while the young man is wearing his school uniform. And when you looked at the video, you were seeing that the police had a disregard for this young child who his mother had said that he had ADHD and PTSD. He's special need. The police claim that somebody called the police on an individual who had a knife. Well, this young male, you can see him, he's a school kid with a school uniform on, who's only 13 years old, who's being beat up by a group of police officers. And the young male, he has many scars from this altercation in the black eye. The reason why I'm bringing this up for the African diaspora is that no matter where you are in the civilized Western world, you're not safe from white supremacy. There's a misinformed information or misinformation from the African diaspora is that if you get to one of these Western societies, that you got it made. And many of the African diaspora don't look at the history of what the colonialists have done in Africa and other non-European societies or non-white societies. They have destroyed the peoples. Just as us in America, Black African Americans or African descent, we as the African diaspora, we've been dealing with racism and white supremacy for hundreds of years. And you'll notice that the legal system, the police, law enforcement, no matter if it's in the US, United States, no matter if it's in UK, no matter if it's in Canada, that whites treatment towards blacks and their legal system and law enforcement follows the law and the law back them up. You'll find that whites, no matter black people, no matter where we are at, we are dealing with police brutality, and this is because of systemic racism. Law enforcement, it's not there to protect and serve the African diaspora. It's there to protect and preserve the white society. And that's why you find in this incident with Benjamin, 13-year-old school kid who have ADHD and PTSD, that police treat him as a real criminal. And he's only a child, 13 years old, in the school uniform. The police claim that somebody called police who said a young male had a knife in his hand. So after they beat him up, blackened his eye, swollen his eye, put more stress on his mental health, just because he's black, they found out that this young male has no knife. He has a Afro pick. So it's clearly that the person who called police on him most likely is another white racist who seen a young male, maybe he was picking his hair or he's picking his hand, and said this young black male who's a school kid in school uniform has a knife. You see how white supremacists think, how white racists think. Even the black young child, schoolboy in a school uniform, he is not even safe from white supremacy, from their thoughts and their ideas about us, their stereotype thinking about blacks, that she couldn't see that this schoolboy has a afro pick, a comb basically, and the police attack him and beat him up and scratch him up and blacken his eye and swollen his eye and draw his blood. But I'm happy, if you look in the video, that black people stood up, that the African diaspora stood up behind this young male to prevent the police to doing further damage, even death. These white supremacists, these white race soldiers, they have no limits to their hate. But I hope that this will start opening the discussion of the African diaspora that, hey, you're not safe from them even in their own land, in their own countries. That's the least place you're going to be safe from white supremacy. You're not going to be safe from them in their own lands. And the African diaspora need to start thinking how to safeguard themselves, their children, from this white supremacy way, brutal way. Because police, only reason why police exist is to protect the white majority. If you like this particular video, please click like and share, and follow our page on Facebook, Black American Muslim Opinions, and please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.